we needed these guys, all of these guys that are top performing currently to play. Yeah. So they needed to, okay, oh yeah, Valverde, go back a little bit. Facundo should play there. Why not put Facundo at behind? Play Valverde there, and
even play Ugarte,
and use the power, the strength, and the current form of this man who is scoring goals this season up front. So that's the thing. Now, Federico Valverde, you now start wondering where's Valverde now? It will be expected to do more work midfield now to send in passes than what he's able to do. Yes, and he would try to win ball a little bit. So for me, it's like the African thing where you have a number of top performing players, but you don't have the right balance, but you still want all of them to be on the field. That is Uruguay, and that's what they look like. So I won't be surprised if they beat them.
And they don't have the coach that used to be able to find that balance again. Oscar Washington Tabaret. He had been dealing with he's old, and he had Guillain-Barré syndrome. He's had the Guillain-Barré syndrome for a while now. He has been battling with it, so they had to replace him because he couldn't walk anymore. He couldn't. His CNS, or how would they say now? His central nervous system is not really been functioning. It's not been able to do what it is. So they brought in a fashionista of a coach, Diego Alonso, from Inter Miami.
The fashionista.
Yeah, he's a fashionista.
Real fashionista.
Yeah, he's a fashionista. He's an American. He's American to the core. He's the most American Uruguayan coach I've seen. And they put him in the dugout. So I think he's Americanizing the team from the looks of things.
Okay, all right. So let's get back to the phone lines. But before we do, let's get some match updates.
Okay, talking about match updates, just know that everything at the back is Kim. And Kim goalkeeper. So we have Kim guys at the back. Right. Let's take a look at actions minute by minute. 12 minutes of football played. Uruguay 0, South Korea 0, and a look at some of the actions and important things that happened as far as this game is concerned. I'll take you straight to minute 4 when Matthias Vecino tried to get the ball, but then clattered into the legs of an opponent. Clement Topin blew his whistle, the center referee there for the infringement that Nunez had earlier robbed an opponent of the ball and exploded in anger when Clement Topin actually blew his whistle for a foul. On the 6th minute, the center referee was involved in action once again, blew for a foul after Sangho of South Korea, was deemed to be aggressive in the battle for the ball. On the 8th-minute mark, the same man, Sangho of South Korea, broke free, but then an opposing player cleared the ball away from him. At that point in time, it was in the middle of the park, and it was Uruguay's man in the middle, Vecino, who actually was clattered in and saved that ball from Sangho at that point. Still 7 more radio on the show. Let's let you know that on minute 10 minutes of play, something happened. Darwin Nunez went into a solo run, but then he failed to create a chance as an opposing player blocked him. At that point, it was Kim Ju-seung that stopped him there. On the 11th minute mark, the foul by Sangho was seen by the center referee, Clement Topin, who did not hesitate to blow his whistle. So if you observe for South Korea, Sangho has been involved in play so much. Has proven to be one man top for them to handle. Currently, of course, playing the position left side of attack. Actually, will be playing there as a left wing forward. Heung-min the other side of the field as well. So Sangho and Heung-min will be key to whatever South Korea want to do in this particular encounter so far. Hence, his name has been mentioned prominently in all of the attacking moves made by them so far. And Heung-min, on the other hand, has been in charge of the corner kicks that has been awarded in this particular game. They've had 2 corner kicks and has been taken by Heung-min for South Korea against Uruguay, who are yet to get themselves anything in this particular encounter. But South Korea has dominated ball possession as well, 67-33.
Okay. All right, let's go to the phone lines right about now. Do call us on 090400889. Yes, hello.
Hello, is that...
This is Sports Radio Brila FM. My name is Oge. I've got Yinka and FJ and Tony in the studio.
Okay, come
Yes, sir.
Who is the next person?
Yinka and FJ.
The man with the propensity.
And the proclivities.
God bless you, Yinka.
Thank you very much. Ostensibly Claire.
God
have to bless
Brila.
me. Yes.
This is Ambassador Paul.
You're welcome,
All right,
Ambassador.
Carry on.
You're which plenipotentiary of where?
Yeah?
You're a plenipotentiary of where?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Why just answer yes.
This is African representative.
Okay.
People are waiting for Ghana.
Oh, yes.
And we are hinging all our hopes on Ghana.
We who?
Anyway.
We who?
Anyway, to me, Ghana will be the worst team that will play today because they will collect Woto.
They will not collect Woto.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Ghana will beat Portugal.
I will call you back around. They will start their game around 5.
You may be very surprised that Ghana might not be beaten the way you think they would be.
The energy in Ghana camp is positive.
Okay, let me remind you, there is no much difference between President Ghana and President Super Eagles.
You know, different.
There's a big difference. If there was no difference, Nigeria would be at the World Cup. You know that's not true.
They beat Switzerland.
They are a better team than Nigeria.
They beat Switzerland 2-0.
Yes, that's not true.
In Ghana squad, they have only party. In Nigeria squad,
you don't know football, so you don't know Mohamed Kudus. You don't know Kudus. Kudus that have been scoring goals.
Can I dwarf your thoughts there? How many players does Saudi Arabia have that beat Argentina that you know?
Don't you know that
How many players in that Japanese team did you know that beat Germany?
Saudi Arabia has FIFA record more than Nigeria.
No, why are you mixing everything up?
You see that ambassador in front of your name? Just drop it, Mr. John.
He dribbled from center circle and scored a goal. Saeed Owairan from Saudi Arabia in 1990.
That's a goal scored by one person, and they use that to do what? Which record are you saying now?
He dribbled many players from the center circle and scored. So Nigeria is not a match. So Saudi Arabia,
I don't know what you're saying, but
in fact, at the exit of Mikel Obi, there's no more player in Nigeria. No more players. No, who will you? Is it Ogene Karetebo that used to score inside our goal? And nobody will speak. Everybody will keep calm. Is he the one that is playing? Who do you have here?
Say, it's okay. Yeah.
Ghana, don't worry. I will call you back around 7.
You don't need to call back. You are right. You can call on the games, But say on the Nigeria, you don't need to call on Nigeria. You can call on the game and talk about it. 80 minutes. In fact, the person who was supposed to strip in ambassadorial to this team, especially you are maybe ambassador of Kovu. All right. 80 minutes of football. Uruguay 0, South Korea 0. That's the updates there. And let's let you know that on the 11-minute mark, there was a foul. The foul by Sangho now was seen. Yes, that was where we stopped. On the 13th Matthias Olivera of Uruguay sent a teasing cross into the area. But then Seung-gyu intercepted the ball at that point in time. A cross, of course, was clipped as well on the 17-minute mark into the penalty area by Jin-sun Kim of South Korea. But then it posed no threat. That was also stopped at that point in time. Let me let you know that on the 16-minute mark, the ball possession became 40-60, a slight improvement from 63 to 37. But then it's been South Korea all the way with regards to ball possession and all-round play in this particular encounter.
All right, let's get more reactions from you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the coverage of the FIFA World Cup right here on Sports Radio Brila FM.
Thank you very much. How are you doing this afternoon, my sister?
We're doing very well.
At least you show for your voice. Your voice they do fremene this afternoon. I hope all is well with you. The only thing to support congratulations in a more.
Thank you.
Don't go to the corner. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I greet all the guys in the studio. A wonderful good afternoon to you all.
They will pack you greets. You are doing special greeting for Ogi.
This is the voice of young Sembo, the Chelsea Sembo. See, my sister, make I tell you, you see this afternoon. Now, this World Cup, don't they shock me, but I don't need that shock again, I tell you. And it's where this World Cup starts, I never did happy. You understand? At least I one day happy small. You understand? I one day happy small. So, I make Uruguay, maybe win this match. I go win this match by 2-0. You understand? So they get the better striker for that. You understand? So maybe they win this match. I they wait for that Ghana-Portugal. Ghana go choke people today. You see that Africa will never win. Now today, now this evening they go win. Thank you very much, my friend.
Okay. No, Wala, nothing to you. Nothing to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, indeed. And of course, let's get some stats. It's 19 minutes gone already in the encounter. So FJ can help us out with some stats.
Yes, indeed. Sports Amazon. So far, so good in this game. It's been lively in terms of possession for the two teams. And 54% possession to South Korea, 28% to Uruguay. And 18% of the time the ball has been in contest. Uruguay have turned the ball over 10 times in their defensive half. Korea have done that 7 times. They've lost the ball 11 times in the middle third. Korea have lost the ball 16 times in the middle third. 62.5% is the success rate of the duels for Uruguay. 37.5% is the success rate of the duels of Korea. In terms of aerial duels won, Uruguay have won 75. Korea have won 25. Korea have had 1 successful dribble to 0 by Uruguay. Fouls won, 2 apiece. And in terms of offside, none. Korea have 2 corners to Uruguay's 0. And in terms of final third entries, Korea have utilized the left channel more. They lead that metric by 5-1. Meanwhile, Uruguay have used the inside left channel 1 time. Korea have not used it at all. In terms of central channel usage, but teams have used the central channels just once. In terms of receptions between the defensive and the midfield lines, Uruguay have received the ball 13 times between the midfield and defensive lines. Korea have done so 12 times. Receptions between the defensive lines, 3 for Korea, 2 for Uruguay. Attempted defensive line breaks, 2 for Korea, 1 for Uruguay, and 1 apiece in terms of completed defensive line breaks as well. Uruguay have only made 57 of 70 passes. Korea have made 102 of 118 passes. So far, so good. As it is at the moment, it is still goalless.
All right. And 21 minutes gone in the encounter. Still goalless. I think the South Koreans are quite swift, though. You know, they're quite swift. Could it be because they have a younger squad than the Uruguayans?
No, DNA. That's the reason why. DNA. Everything Korean is fast. So they've got that speed in them. DNA. I want to believe when they're pronouncing their name, when they're saying their name and speaking themselves. Yes, so it's DNA. I also think there's a bit of youthfulness. They are the younger squad on the pitch, so obviously they will be faster with the ball because Uruguay have got old heads in 4 key areas of the pitch. Their right back, Martin Cacares, is slow because he's old. Diogo Godin is old. Luis Alberto Suarez Diaz is old. I mean, Vecino is old.
There has to be, wouldn't you believe there would be an edge in terms of experience for Uruguay?
Yeah, 100%. When it gets to the key moments of the game, say perhaps if the longer the game goes on, then the experience comes to the fore for those guys. I mean, we saw it in the Switzerland game. Cameroon had all the chances in the first half. They couldn't score. And then when the experience began to come, there was the cool head of Bizet and Shaqiri, the calm head of Brila and Bolo. So this was Switzerland's 2nd oldest World Cup squad ever to play. Starting XI ever to play in a World Cup. So it reflected. So I think it will reflect at some point for Uruguay. Maybe not now, but I want to give them as much time as they can. I still think I want Korea to win, but I think Uruguay will just edge it because of the quality of strikers that they have.
Okay, all right. So let's get some match update from you.
All right. Well, there was a big chance for Uruguay to actually take the lead. It was a cross sent, of course, towards the right side of attack of Facundo Pellistri was located and crossed into the 18-yard box to that man, Darwin Nunez. But then he miscued his chance there. A big opportunity was for Uruguay. The follow-up by Luis Suarez was also miscued, and the ball rolled out. Should easily have been an opening goal for Darwin Nunez and Uruguay right at that point in time on the 21st minute mark. But then he could not connect. He actually miscued completely. So it wasn't as if he missed off target. He could not even get the ball. It was a miscued opportunity there for Darwin Nunez at that point in time. So 23 minutes, you can make it 24 minutes of football played. It is Uruguay 0, South Korea 0. A bit of a pressure now was switched towards the South Korean team against the South Korean team, which of course was the other side having a launch of the ball before. So Uruguay have started growing back into the game as it stands.
All right, 24 minutes gone in the game, and it is still 0-0. Yes, Uruguay, the first ever winners in 1930, and of course they won it yet again. They're two-time winners of the FIFA World Cup. They took it 20 years later in 1950, and of course this is actually their 14th World Cup, while of course it is the 11th for South Korea. Currently, they are ranked 14th in the world, while South Korea are ranked 28th in the world. Hello. Hello.
In the world, while South Korea are ranked 28th.
Welcome to Sports Radio.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
We are fine. I'm doing good. I'm sure everyone is doing great too.
Yeah, this is Edna Francis coming from the Lavishing.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
This game is going to be tough, but I think we are going to win the match.
Okay.
They're winning them by 2-1.
2-1.
But this World Cup of the team, it will be easy. Some people that you think to win will go on losing the match because the way the match they go this time around, people wait till they win and then they go lose. People wait till they go win, go win. So this is complicating, and I'm happy the way the World Cup is going because it's giving me joy. Cameroon, after everything, I thought they would win today. They went on to lose against Switzerland.
No worry, they still get 2 more games.
No, I know that, but you saw what I'm talking about.
They're already out after losing today.
There we go, because I didn't believe that they were qualifying. And so the way things are going, my brother and my sister, it's not easy for some countries. Because as it sounds like this now, even African teams themselves, I didn't even see them qualifying for the group stage itself. Through the way they are playing. But I didn't believe that one African team can actually make us proud at the end. That is it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's go for the next one. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. Don't forget to reach us. I would like to hear what you have to say. It's 26 minutes gone in the encounter.
Hello.
It is still 0-0. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, Oji.
Yes, so welcome to Sports Radio. I did fine. How you do?
I'm good. My name is Keman.
Okay,
Welcome.
now.
Vichy, are you there?
No, you've got Yinka and FJ.
Yinka and FJ. How are you?
I'm fine.
I salute you now. My name is Suleiman.
Yeah,
Okay, Suleiman.
I don't know. Is that how Africans are going to break our hearts again like 2018?
What's in your country for do so then go?
Maybe my country I talk about now.
You don't say Nigeria. You are making it seem as if that Africa has been great all these years.
No, at least, what happened in 2018. Let me not repeat himself now. What are they going there for? It's not by going to the World Cup now. At least make us proud, small. If not one of them, if they don't draw, they will lose. That one again. We will get chances and not be bury them for World Cup. Not be Premier League or other leagues. So we will get chances to repeat your paper. Once you get chance, it's very important because you don't never get time again. That's what is happening. Yeah, I know that they are going to lose that match, Cameroon. I know that. And I believe all of them again, no one will qualify, all of them will come back again. The shame.
So you're saying none of them will go past the group stage?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Look at their group now. Your first match determined now. Switzerland, everybody knows. They can beat them. They have all the chances to bury the other match in first half. For where? Score goal now, Allah. Oh, wow.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's get some match updates, Inka.
All right, Star 7 more right here on the show. Let's quickly take you to this. 28 minutes of football played, but then backtracking action back to the 2nd minute, when Luis Suarez fired a shot wide off the left post, pass from inside the box. He latched onto a short pass at that point in time. It was not good enough. In the 25th minute mark, Jung committed a rough foul. Clement Topin, center referee, stopped the game, made a call, and it was a free kick to Uruguay at that point in time. On the 25th minute, still across from the free kick that was awarded, was whipped in by Federico Valverde, but then one of the defenders stepped in. Kim Young-suk stepped in and averted the threat at that point in time. The ball went out of for a corner kick. Uruguay, of course, continued the attacking effort at that point. The corner kick on the 26th minute was whipped in from the corner by Federico Valverde, but then one of the defenders got in, cleared the ball out of danger. Heung-min got the ball, yes, on the 26th minute mark, wasted a good opportunity as his pass into the box was blocked by the defense line. Yes, then it was Gimenez, of course, who stopped the ball. The Atletico Madrid man indeed read the script so well and intercepted Heung-min's attacking move. On the 28th minute, Clement Topin ignored a rough tackle by Facundo Pellistri and blew his whistle for a free kick. And on the 29th minute mark, Moon-hwan did his best to latch onto a crossfield pass, but then it was too long. It went out of play. It was indeed a throw-in that Uruguay got at that point in time. 31 minutes of football played at the Education City Stadium in the city of Arain. It is Uruguay 0, South Korea 0.
All right, so it is exactly 30 minutes, FJ and Yinka. Which of these sides would you say is asserting themselves better? All right, and who looks more likely to score first?
Uruguay, the experience still there. South Korea will continue to press and enjoy football. But then Uruguay have had moments where they could easily have punished South Korea twice in this game. When Nunez won, and the man, Luis Suarez, with an opportunity as well. Had those two goals gone in, everything that South Korea have done would have been rendered invalid. So that is one thing you can bank on Uruguay to do, that when they get a real chance, they should be able to make it, and South Korea should be careful of that as well.
All right, FJ?
Yes, 100%. I think Korea have to be very wary, especially of like I said, if you have two strikers who are very good in the box. One thing they've done successfully is to keep Uruguay away from the box. The few times that Uruguay have been able to get the opportunities, the defenders have been very coordinated, especially led by Kim Min-jae. Victor Osimhen knows that guy very well, his teammate at Napoli. And I think I'm beginning to see why the entire Italian media are raving about him. The way he coordinates the defense, the way he keeps them in check, absolutely brilliant. So I think that's been very important. But also, most importantly, the experience of Diego Godin has been very massive for Uruguay in this game as well. Or you say Diego Godin and Martin Cacares, because the way they've been able to prevent Korea from whipping those dangerous crosses into areas whereby they could cause serious problems. I've not seen so much of Heung-min in this game, and that's probably because Cacares has stuck to him like glue. So obviously you begin to look at these situations, and I think for me, it looks like a game whereby it could be headed for a draw, and then eventually there's just that moment of brilliance from a player that separates the two teams. It was exactly this way in 2010 in that round of 16 game. Luis Suarez scored a brace on that day. It was raining at Ellis Park in Johannesburg. Maybe it could be something similar here. Not rainy, but, same result.
Okay, let's get back to the phone lines. Let's get some more reactions. Yes, hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Kama.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, you. I you. Hey, Casbot, I greet you.
I greet you too, yeah.
I greet all of Unepadomo.
Yeah.
Okay, Kama, your boy, they do play this afternoon. I know that all is well with your boy. The only thing to support you, congratulations. You are doing so well. Oh, God will bless you for me now. Jesus,
bless you too.
Yes, you. Now, your good friend, the top. My name is Sadi Efosa.
Okay.
Also known as Barcelona First of Kokobioko.
Welcome again.
Yes, so me, they expect Suarez to give me that way they leak all his figure. I know they must what to do. You see Suarez, that figure where they leak all his figure, he must what to do. I want Suarez to score. At least though say now 1 goes to 0, maybe say now Suarez score that goal. Because I like that guy where he did for Barcelona. They make me proud that they do so well for me. Even when he go for Atletico Madrid, I still follow and go. Where he did now, I did there because the guy is good to be followed. Just like Okechukwu Kama Ogu. Ogechuku Kama, I dey hail you.
I dey
All
hail
of
you
una dey
too.
bring to the part. Domo to you people. Domo.
Twile, thank you.
Domo.
What's that one?
It's Benin, the
It's-
language.
Okay.
That's what Domo made. It's a response.
Okay. It's like hailings?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're being sarcastic with your look. Are you sure you're not?
There's the funny connotations if you decide to go the Yoruba way.
Oh.
That's what I was laughing at, but it's actually greetings.
Okay, I'll figure out the Yoruba one later. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mama. How are you?
Yes, Brother Lee, how are you doing?
And everybody in the house.
Okay, good afternoon to
Yes,
you.
FJ and
Good
Yinka.
afternoon, sir. Yeah, FJ and Minka, good afternoon. Please, I want to start with Cameroon match. I wasn't really happy with the match in the sense that the coach made an error. On my own opinion, though, I expected him to start Abubakar. Seriously, because all those chances they missed in the first half, he would have at least converted one of it. You know, thinking that he's old. Even Switzerland had older players too. So at least
It's
just like
Uruguay.
let me
Are they
borrow
not
one
playing
of-
old players here now? You know?
Yes, you should have started him just like my other name in the studio. Should have been done and dusted. At least one or two goals would have entered. You know, that was why I said to my own opinion, the coach made an error. It's an error, human error. Because now bringing him second half, it was too late. They were already down, and you know everything was just so wrong in that Cameroon match. But I just missed the next match. And then going to Uruguay, in fact, I go with them because I have two of my players there. Nunez was my boy in Liverpool, and Suarez was former player, you know. So I believe they should have one or two goals today.
1 or 2 goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suarez.
All right.
Suarez 1 goal, Nunez 1 goal.
Okay. All right. No while they look. We'll see how that plays out for Uruguay. Okay. More calls before we get some more match updates. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Well done for a good work there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I wanted Cameroon to win.
I think we all
They
did.
did not win. They did not do that. I don't know what is wrong with our African team. They will start well, but they will end badly. I thank God Nigeria is not even in the competition. That is why I'm enjoying
Why are you
it.
thanking God? So that tension no go kill you.
In fact, by now, maybe I would have died. you see.
God forbid.
So I'm just enjoying what I'm seeing. So because of African teams, I want them to up their game, their performance. Another thing again is a lack of development. What surprises me, you see the Africans playing in other countries. They are doing well. So it all boils down to the fact that African continent, especially the sub-Saharan countries, we need to really start having good government and plans in our football development. You see now in Switzerland, you have a country doing well. You have the Cameroon guy there, also in Switzerland national team doing well. We cannot talk about France. So the problem is within our football administration. So as long as Africa don't want to get good football administration, maybe I will not support Africa again because I will never be happy whenever they are in World Cup. I will never be happy. Especially Nigeria, Uru everywhere. Our own is the worst, giant of Africa. We need change in this country. May God bless you all.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. This game hasn't seen a card yet. I'm quite surprised.
Yeah, it's been clean and it's been cool by both sides. So there's been nothing. Everyone has played within the rules of the game and been obedient to the referee.
They are just smooth criminals.
Smooth criminals. Like players are generally like that. Anyway, On the 34th minute, there was a very big chance for South Korea to open the scoring. Yet the man, Uijo Hwang, was avoided space inside the box after collecting the pass. It was a low ground effort, but then the chance was wasted as his shot went armlessly over the crossbar. Should easily have been the first goal of this particular game. Would not forgive himself should South Korea end up not scoring and go on to lose this game. It was one he should have converted or at least force a save, but then could not do that on the 34th minute mark. On the 36th minute mark, Matthias Olivera playing defense, of course, line for left back for Uruguay. Did his best to latch onto a crossfield pass, but then it was too long and it went out of play at that point in time. 38 minutes, you can make it 39 minutes officially played. It is Uruguay 0, South Korea 0.
All right, that's the situation. 39 minutes gone, no goal seen in this encounter. And of course, hoping that the first goal will come in very soon. But it seems like both sides are already now equally matched with how they're playing.
100%. Especially the South Koreans, they're beginning to raise the tempo a bit, try to see if they can get a goal just before the break. But the problem is that if you commit too much going forward, that leaves spaces in behind, and you know the kind of players that thrive on spaces. Fede Valverde thrives on spaces. Matthias Vecino thrives on spaces. Rodrigo Bentancur will have an opportunity to be able to break the line. So I think they have to be extremely careful and cautious. And I think there's a bit of structure to that as well. They always have, as much as they have 5 players ahead of the ball every time they're on the ball, they have those 4 players who just sit and they don't commit too many men forward. So they're trying to keep a good balance of it, and I think it's pretty good. They've caused problems, but it will take something spectacular to get in behind Jose Maria Gimenez and Diego Godin. Those are two of the baddest defenders, you would say, in the world.
Okay. All right. I think this is exactly what I was expecting, a competitive game from both sides, because indeed it's a competitive group where you have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
No.
You know,
Portugal, Uruguay, and South Korea. Ghana.
I mean, you still have to call Ghana some way, somehow. You know, they might be. You might be surprised.
Whipping, bottom. Ghana will top this goal difference -7.
But you still have to call
See,
Ghana.
let me tell you, I started about 3 hours ago. Ghana President Nana Akufo-Addo met with the Ghana national team alongside the Minister of Sport in Ghana, and they had a session. The President of the GFA, Simon Kotokraku, was there as well. Charged the guys, met with the players, and the assurances were served they should go and do well to rep Ghana very well. The spirit in their camp is massive, is positive. There's peace.
You were in Ghana
yes.
when we played them to get to try to get the ticket, and you saw how they were behind the scene. They seemed quite together.
Very, very well. I followed them since in the last 2 weeks as well, en route to going to a camp before going to Qatar proper. There's this positive energy around them. There's no complaint. Remember the last time they played at the World Cup? It was there that I played. Montari slapped somebody, slapped an GFA official, internal wranglings, bonus issues.
It just had a peace pipe with the person.
With the person, finally, yeah. Apologized, but then it's not. It was to the FA, but finally it's done that with the person. So all of this infightings are not there. I keep saying it. Kotokraku is one man doing so well. It works we see with the Ghana FA, the league, women's sponsorship, men, top league sponsorship, Division 2 sponsorship. These are things we see. You know, they shout. We don't normally, we don't have to see things about them, but we see the work.
Talk about bilateral relations.
It's the work we see.
So don't rule out Ghana though. I mean, because I really believe that the other teams.
You know, they say all those things may not matter. There's a place of talent, but they have peace. So now you can ask, okay, what do they have? They don't have the talent. There are not many.
Yeah.
What will Jordan do? Jordan, you should be in the stands. You shouldn't be playing. But he's one of those players they'll be looking at. Mohamed Kudus would have a plenty role to play for them in this particular World Cup. What is he able to do this time around? He's having a very good season. When Ajax is losing in scoring, even in the Champions League. So put all of that together, you want to say you believe that they should be able to do something. But it's tough. Certainly, they are the least ranked team It'll be tough for them, but peace is one thing they have. They will have peaceful games.
All right, let's get some updates on the game.
Let's talk about this big one. Yes, Uruguay, through Diego Godin, the ancient of days, I want to call him as well, 36-year-old defender, plays for Vélez Sarsfield. Long time, it was there. Headed, and the ball hit a framework. Could easily have been the first goal there at that point in time. It was a corner kick taken, and Diego Godin connected with that corner kick so well. Headed the ball, but then it was to the framework, and the ball bounced off, cleared out of danger, went back for a corner kick, was taken once again. But then, yes, Kim defended so well, and the ball was out of play. So Uruguay had a chance to build once again from behind to launch another attack.
All right, that's the situation right there. 44 minutes and getting close to halftime, but of course, expectedly, there might be added time to wrap up this first half. So let's get to hear from you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please welcome to Sports Radio.
Good afternoon, okay.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother there.
Good afternoon to you. Yes, sir. Okay, Lord.
That's my brother.
Yeah, few people have sold us with your dialect.
He's from Igbajo, actually.
Okay.
Yes,
wow.
Yes, I'm from Igbajo. This is Moon-hwan.
Moon-hwan, welcome.
Moon-hwan from Igbajo, you are welcome.
Yes, thank you. Okay, FJ, how are you?
You are welcome. Moon-hwan from Igbajo.
You
are welcome.
Thank you. God bless you. I think this World Cup is eye-opener for Nigeria and the other African countries, because as we are seeing the teams now, you can see that development of football is very, very important in Africa. You can see it. Because Nigeria needs to take it serious. I could remember when we are still clamoring for under 17, then when we are still playing football and early 90s, I could remember they would take us from primary school then. They were monitoring us from primary school to secondary school until you get to under 17 level. And you want to do more for Nigeria. But there's all those developmental programs. During that time, you play secondary school game, primary school game. I could remember them, but all those developmental programs, I don't think it's not helping us. It's man who know man in Nigeria now. Let's say in all of Africa. And football is a very good business now. So it is administrative issue that we are having in Africa. I think we need to restructure ourselves. Football is going technical now, technological, more technical and more technological. You can see how Japan beat Germany yesterday and how Argentina.
All right, just to state that the first half has wrapped up.
Okay, so it's half time already. Goalless. Uruguay 0. South Korea 0, right there at the Education City Stadium in the city of Arayan.
So 0-0.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. That is not funny. He said thank you, and he also said you're welcome. I love that. Anyway.
That's why you are from Igbajo.
Okay. But just before that first half wrapped up, it seems as though at some point that the pace of the South Korean was becoming a problem for Uruguay. They were looking lost, a little lost, like they were out of ideas.
Yes, and off times as well, Uruguay were able to break and get 2 clean opportunities where they could have scored. I'm curious to see how the second half pans out in this one. This is definitely a game that has potential to be explosive in the second half. It's been very cagey so far.
I think it would be.
Yeah, it's been cagey so far, I'm going to be honest. Forget that if you're a football aficionado, they can't use this game to advertise football to you. Because it's been very cagey, tactical. The 2 coaches have been very cautious, but I expect a moment of brilliance in the second half, Sports Amazon.
Yeah.
And I think it probably comes from one of the gifted players. We have Heung-min, we have Luis Suarez, we have Darwin Nunez on the pitch, and we have Valverde as well. So you definitely will expect a moment of brilliance from one of these guys in the second half, and that could be the difference between victory and defeat.
Okay, let's get some reactions. It's halftime, guys. It's halftime, and first half ended 0-0. Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
Hello.
Welcome to Sports Radio.
Hi.
How do you do?
This is Ugochukwu.
All right, Ugochukwu.
Okay, how are you?
I'm fine, and how are you?
I'm doing fantastic good.
Okay, that's good.
I'm asking of you. I called earlier. I was asking of you. They told me like you went around.
Oh, you're the one? So you won't believe that
yeah.
someone actually sent me a DM and said someone came to harass Tony then.
I really felt I really felt bad. I was asking of you. I missed you.
Oh, okay, I'm here.
So
Sports Radio, Brila FM. Yes, indeed. The second half about to get started right here on your Frequency of Champions. And of course, we're expecting that the second half is also going to be better than the first half, actually. I'm sure that both coaches have actually gone to re-strategize and tweak their tactics in the hope of getting the maximum point in this encounter. But of course, don't forget, you can follow through and let us in on your thoughts, yes, on social media. Second half has begun, and would love to see how this plays out for both sides. Like I mentioned earlier, for Uruguay, many of actually, bookmakers before the game had actually tipped them to get a win against South Korea. They are going to want to start off their game strongly, or their group strongly, so that they ensure they finish well. Probably first. Finishing first would mean that they're avoiding Brazil, who they might be facing if they finish second. Portugal, on the other hand, yes, will be looking to finish very strongly against their group opponents, Uruguay, South Korea, and Ghana. So for Uruguay, they would really fancy their chances of starting off their group stages with a great win. So it remains to be seen how this will play out. But like I told you earlier, at the World Cup, yes, it's not been looking so good for Uruguay. For every time that they have their first opener, that's their opener at the group stages, they've not really done so well in that regard. Things have not actually gone so well for them. They failed to win their opening match in 6 of their last 7 World Cup appearances. All right, they've had 3 losses, they've had 3 draws. Okay, they have never won in the last 7 World Cup appearances at the group stage. That's the opening game at this last 7 World Cups that they've had. So they're looking to also break that jinx this time around, especially because of the kind of group that they find themselves. Anyway, welcome everyone. If you're just tuning in, yes, you missed out on the first half, but this is the second half. And of course, earlier on, it ended 0-0. It is still 0-0 at the moment for both sides. All right, so let's get to hear what you have to say. Do reach us by calling us on 090 40,000 889, 090 41,000 889. Yes, that is the number that you can reach us on. All right, so let's hear your thoughts, how you feel this game will go. What are you expecting in the second half? Would like to hear what you have to say about that. It's 47 minutes on the clock. It is Uruguay 0, South Korea 0. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, my name is Samuel.
Okay, Sam.
Yeah, it's Uruguay to win 2-0.
Uruguay to win 2-0.
Yes.
Ha. Okay. This game hasn't even seen a goal yet, but he's expecting the 2 goals that will come out of this game will be from Uruguay. Let's see how that actually plays out, okay? Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome. This is the coverage of the FIFA World Cup, Uruguay versus South Korea.
Yeah, I work out on the line.
Okay. Carry go now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think this World Cup, this match between Uruguay and South Korea, I think Uruguay will win at the end of the day.
You feel South Korea will win?
No, Uruguay.
Okay, Uruguay. Okay.
Yeah, I think they go to nothing.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Anyway, so let's get to hear from Yinka in a bit. The second half has started. I'm expecting that it's going to be more explosive than the first half, actually.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, second half on the way, and let's let you know it is still goalless. No goals yet. But then the 46-minute mark, when the center referee blows whistle to commend the start of the second half, Facundo Pellistri made a stronger challenge, and it was stopped. There was a foul, and yes, center referee blew a free kick at that point in time. On the 48th minute, the ball was cleared after In-beom, of course, of South Korea attempted to dribble past an opposing player. It was also well read, and that was stopped at that point in time. It was actually trying to wriggle its way past the man, of course, in the middle of the park for Uruguay. It was trying to beat Vecino. Vecino actually stopped that move at that point in time. I could not get a headway, and play was stopped temporarily and resumed afterwards. It is 49 minutes on the clock. Uruguay 0, South Korea 0.
Okay, more calls. Hello.
As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless.
Okay, my brother, not sing on top of the show. I beg. I beg. This is the World Cup coverage. We're talking about this game right now, ongoing. Uruguay, South Korea. So how will this game go is what we want to hear. So I beg, just keep it together. It's not a talent show. Yeah? We know that you're probably excited. Nigerians have no tensions. This a caller is sweet. He's even singing. If Nigeria were at the World Cup now, who will have the mouth to sing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, this is Oscar.
Oscar.
I'm calling from Anita.
Okay, Oscar,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Okay. I think Uruguay will take the lead. Two goals to nil.
Okay, Uruguay will take the lead. They'll win the
We'll
game
win.
2-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-0.
2-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. 51 minutes gone in the encounter. And of course, I think both sides, I mean, they're still keeping their pace, South Korea, and Uruguay is still trying to play catch-up.
Absolutely, and well, they had a chance. Heung-min actually had one at the edge of the 10-yard box. Wanted to dribble his man, but the last leg of Gimenez stopped him from achieving that dribble. Would have been a very lovely opportunity for him to actually beat the man, have the goalkeeper on side, but then Gimenez, excuse me, had the slide there and was able to win the ball over Heung-min Song. That helped them avert what would have been a very dangerous one. So it is still goalless. 52 minutes of football played right there. Uruguay 0, South Korea 0. That is the update as far as this game is concerned. Before that one, Suarez failed to beat the offside trap, and the linesman put his flag up. It was indeed a chance for them, and it was stopped. Okay, so that was how it ended at that point in time.
Okay. All right. More calls. Let's hear what you have to say. 090-40,000, 889-090-41,000, 889. Hello. 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 Okay. Call us back. Thank you. Call us right back. Thank you very much. All right, FJ, let's get some stats. This game still looks about the same way it looked when the first half was wrapping up. Uruguay is still chasing after South Korea.
Yes, Uruguay had 42% of the possession, 45% for South Korea, and 13% of the time the ball has been in contest. So far, so good. 4 attempted goal for Uruguay, 2 for Korea Republic. And of course, it tells you details. None of the attempts have been on target. And of course, when you talk about the receptions between the defensive lines, it's 5 to Korea Republic and 4 to Uruguay. It's 3 attempted defensive line breaks apiece, but Korea have completed it just once, and Uruguay have done it twice in this game. No yellow cards, no red cards. 5 fouls against Korea Republic, 4 fouls against Uruguay, 1 offside for the Uruguayans. 226 of 260 passes completed for Uruguay, and for Korea Republic is 238 of 281 passes completed as well. 10 crosses for Uruguay, 16 for Korea Republic. But hey, Korea have only completed 2 of 16 crosses. You have Uruguay completing 7 of their 10 crosses already in this game. 3 corners apiece for the 2 teams, 5 free kicks apiece as well for the 2 teams. And most notably in terms of turnovers, Korea have turned the ball over 8 times in the defensive half, 24 times, I beg your pardon, in the defensive half. Uruguay have done that 28 times in the defensive half. In the middle third, it's 27 turnovers for Uruguay, 25 for Korea Republic. In terms of duels, the ground duel success rate, 57% for Uruguay, 43% for Korea. In terms of aerial duels won, 59% for Uruguay, 41% for Korea Republic. 1 successful dribble for the Uruguayans, 2 successful dribbles for the Koreans. So far, so good. So it's sort of descended into a bit of a slugfest, this game. Really looking forward to some bright spot and some spark as far as the 2 teams are concerned.
But I have to ask both of you, what has the input of both coaches been so far? How impactful has their tactics been, their tweaks, especially in the second half?
So I will be honest, I expected Uruguay to have made a tweak now, but the coach seems a bit hesitant to make changes. And I think it's because he looks at it and feels that things are still working the way he wants it to work. They have two strikers on the bench, Maxi Gomez and Edinson Cavani, who I think could cause problems. If he wants to change things in midfield, the biggest advice I'd give him is to take off Facundo Pellistri and bring on Manuel Ugarte. If he does that, then Fede Valverde goes into that right wing role that Yinka Sports said earlier on, and then Ugarte will fill in the right central midfield role, so we could see more in terms of crosses. I also think Luis Suarez's presence has sort of hampered their fluidity in attack. But you know, when you have a player like that who is the captain of the team, who is the assistant captain of the team on the day, you don't want to take him out. On the Korean side of things, Bento seems satisfied with the way his team is set up. They are in a back five when they don't have the ball. They're in a back four when they have the ball. So that has also counted. And I think for me, in terms of the way it is, I like it. I don't fancy it as it is, but I like it as it is. Because generally, you know, it's a tactical game for the coaches. For those who are analytical, they will like this game, they will enjoy this game. But for those of us that like aesthetics, there's no aesthetics here.
All right, Yinka, you wanted to say something about the two coaches I asked about?
Yeah, well, absolutely. It's been a game of wits between both managers. But I'm more impressed with what the Koreans have been able to do so far. I think Korea, I don't underrate them. People largely underrate what they can do. I don't underestimate what they can do. And that's what Uruguay themselves are facing off against. You look at South Korea as the weakest team at your own peril, you may just get shocked. These guys can play football. They may not have done well last time out, but then they're already making it clear what they can do. I still expect that I just believe Korea should be able to net at some point. If it ends in a draw, one scored, but then Korea, I feel, still have a go in this game.
Okay, let's quickly go to Facebook Live. For those of you who are watching us on Facebook Live, thank you so very much. Some of the comments have been coming in. I'm just going to read a few of them. This one is coming in from Mohale Edwin Molele, waiting for the second half. He already got started, Molele, and of course the second half is on. So this is Ikem Bright Obiang, says Yinka and Oge, I greet you all. Thanks so much for the good work. Thank you so much. And this one is Bewa Tobias. He says Ghana is winning 2-1 today. I'm watching you guys from Ghana, and my name is Tobias. Yes, I know that, you know, we've got great Ghanaian fans, you know, out there. We even knew that even more when we faced them, you know, so it was amazing, even though they besieged our Facebook fan page. But we're wishing you guys the best of luck today against Portugal.
Please speak for yourself.
No, I am actually.
I'm
wishing them the best.
Me, I'm not wishing them the best. I'm letting them know.
I'm actually rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. Wouldn't it be poetic that Ghana finishes, you know, second in the group behind Portugal and Uruguay? Because you see that grudge game that is still coming between Ghana and Uruguay.
You see, that's the problem I have with these Ghanaians. You see that game that they went to go and put on their head?
It's not grudge.
Yeah, they are putting grudge game against Uruguay. It's a vengeance game. That's the only game they came to play this tournament. See the other two games. That's why I can't trust them today. They don't care about Portugal. They don't care about Korea. They don't give a hoot.
They're probably over concentrating on the game against Uruguay.
That game.
I don't think so. I mean, these guys fasted they took days to fast in Ghana.
Yes, you see, that's the problem. You are fasting when your opponents are preparing. And so I think for me, I mean, you don't fast. You prepare, play ball. As far as I'm concerned, you can see the rewards of having a plan that works. You see with South Korea, you see that they are doing it, and you see with Uruguay as well. I mean, Uruguay under Oscar Tabarez, every month throughout his tenure, throughout his about 15-year tenure at the helm, always had a trial every month. They get the best youngsters from Uruguay, from everywhere in Uruguay. I mean, when they did the squad unveiling for this World Cup, they took us to the town of every player. The one that was born in Salto, because Darwin Nunez and Luis Suarez are from Salto in Uruguay. The one that was born from Salto, the one that was born from Montevideo, the ones that were born in the creeks and the nooks and the crannies. They gather all of them together once a month. They come together, they train, and they pick the best legs. And they take them to represent the national team at under 17, under 20 level. Darwin Nunez is one of those players at under 20 level in 2017. He was there. So I think for me, as far as I'm concerned, this is the reward. This is the reward of hard work. Yeah, the reward of hard work from the two national teams. Not let's do National Day of Prayer, and then we'll go and gather all the diaspora players because we eliminated the Nigerian team that did not play with the will to succeed. That was what happened.
Okay, all right, guys, keep calling. Let's get to hear how you feel this would go. And, of course, we've also still made you anticipate the next game, which, of course, is coming up soon between Portugal and Ghana. But let's get to hear from you. Uruguay, South Korea still on 0-0. Hello.
Yeah, this Maxwell on the line. Good
okay. All right, welcome, Maxwell.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yes.
Yes. You know why I go win the Super Bowl? I tell you 2-0. 3-0.
Okay. All right, so we'll see how it go now. This game that they drag, the two teams they drag. No one won't agree for each other. Anyway, only 3 Uruguay outfielders have failed to actually have, just to give you what the heat map of how it's looking like for them. Only 3 Uruguay outfield players, outfielders actually, failed to have a touch in the opposition box in the first half against South Korea. And guess who is one of them? Darwin Nunez. Yes, he's one of those who actually failed to have a touch in the opposition box in the first half against South Korea. And don't forget, I did say sometimes Uruguay look like they're out of ideas, especially because the South Koreans are fast. They're all over the place. They're moving side to side. They're everywhere. Hello. 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 Welcome to Sports Radio.
Yeah, on the line.
Okay, Tochukwu.
Yeah, I think for me, this match will end the goalless draw. You understand?
0-0.
Also, Suarez 0-0. Nobody will score. Why for the Ghana match? Ghana must beat Portugal to level Ronaldo. Ronaldo must lose as Messi lose. If Messi win, Ronaldo will win. But I don't want Ronaldo to carry anything. So Ghana must win. You understand?
I was say be God now.
Yes, Ronaldo must. You understand?
Well, I'm sure Ghana is going to love this to end, goalless, for both sides. I mean, that is what Ghana would prefer, right?
Absolutely. If it ends in a draw, none of them is picking up any advantage.
Yes.
So it means even if they lose, they will say there are 2 people that they can still chase.
Yes.
So that one is there for the permutations.
Yes, that's exactly what the Ghanaian fans would prefer.
A man of little faith is laughing here. For lunch or Joshua.
All right, let's get some match updates.
Martin Cacares got himself booked on the 57, and of course in this particular game on the 57-minute mark. Yes, the 35-year-old American League soccer player fouled a player and was given a yellow card. So that was the first yellow card of the game issued to Martin Cacares in this particular encounter. But then giving you other actions elsewhere, another part of the field of play in this particular encounter, let's track action straight to the 58-minute mark where In-beom seemed to have to be all right, but okay to carry on. The game was temporarily interrupted to attend to him after that foul that Cacares inflicted on him. But then, yes, it was passed deemed fit to continue and play continued afterwards. On the 59-minute mark, Uruguay showed great team chemistry and passed the ball around, yes, to indeed show some sort of brilliance against the South Koreans. So let's let you know on the 62nd minute mark, Sangho now has been quiet, of course, relatively since the first start of the second half. Got himself, of course, once again in play, sent a lofted cross into the penalty area. Unfortunately for him, the opponent dealt with the cross comfortably and intercepted it. It was Rodrigo Bentancur of Tottenham Hotspur that intercepted at that point in time. On the 63rd minute mark, an half chance, Darwin Nunez, of course, had a chance, played a pass into the box, and of course, the man Seung-gyu reacted so well to snuff out the attack at that point in time. Substitution have been effected. Edison Cavani receives a signal and has been introduced. And yes, of course, it replaces Luis Suarez of Uruguay has been taken off. Diego Alonso decided to make a substitution, and Luis Suarez indeed has been replaced by Edison Cavani of Uruguay. So one old man leaving, another old man coming on as well for the Uruguayan national team.
Yes. Let's see what. I mean, really though. How would this change the game of Uruguay, FJ?
I mean, it's like for life, same of the same. I mean, you have one old man replacing another old man. The only difference, I think, is that the areas in which Cavani likes to receive his own opportunities. Suarez is a bit more all action. Cavani is a bit more direct and to the box. And in terms of older play, he's also is a bit more varied to Luis Suarez in terms of his ability to keep defenders busy. But I think most important attribute that Cavani brings into this game is where he wants the ball, and that's inside the box. So the best advice to any Korean now is to not allow Cavani
get the ball,
sniff the ball in the box. Any type of ball that comes in, over the top, in behind, he knows how to time his runs, and his positioning is his positioning is his biggest asset. So as far as I'm concerned, this substitution just points forward to what it is in terms of in terms of what Uruguay are looking at now. Also, Gimenez has been clamoring for Fede Valverde to move to that right wing position. He has inadvertently moved there to that right wing position. He's switching roles with Facundo Pellistri. So sometimes Pellistri will drop deep and then he will push forward. But I'm curious to see that become a permanent change so that he can affect the game more in the way he will perhaps want to affect the game. Because right now, as it is, Pellistri is only doing defensive work. He's not doing much in the attacking third. And what he perhaps are hoping he does is brings his usefulness and his energy, which has not been able to use in this game.
Okay. Thank you so much to all of those who are watching us on Facebook and also on Twitter, even on our YouTube page. Thank you so much. I'm just going to read a few comments on our Facebook Live. For those of you who are watching us from wherever it is in the world, at work, at home, in other countries, thank you so much. Even in Ghana, thank you. Anyway, so let's go for Pablo Davis or Samudiame. He says, I'm wishing Thomas Partey and his team all the very best against Portugal. And let's go for this one. This is Okomo Lenomokomo. He's asking for the scoreline. I mean, you can see it on your screen. It is still 0-0. No goal has been seen in this game between Uruguay and South Korea. It is still 0-0. Okay, Okomo, thank you so much for your comment on Facebook Live. Let's go for Lucky Ebido. With his comment on Facebook Live. He says, well, I rep Portugal, South Korea. I rep Portugal, South Korea versus Uruguay. The best team will come out victorious. I'm Lucky from Yenagoa. And another one is coming in from this one is coming in from Ogechi Douglas. It says, I'm actually watching you guys from Mogweko, Nwaboto village, watching you guys live. Thank you so much for watching us live on Facebook. Omotayo Emmanuel says, well done, guys. Korea is going to win this game. Korea is going to win this game. He really believes that Korea can do so. Mr. Real, who is watching us on Facebook live, Mr. Real.
Mr. Real.
You're not okay. He says, well done, guys. This is not draw game. Ghana will love that. Anyway, let's get to the phone lines. Hello.
Hello, I dey watch you.
You dey watch too? Brother.
I dey watch you live. You stay here in Yika, wear red. And you put on green.
Yeah. Now we now.
I dey follow now. Now only this man, I know they see this guy where is there.
FJ. Come out for Koro.
It's not Ogu. It's Ogu.
I dey see you now. You don't pull up for Yika. I dey watch you.
You dey watch us. True.
Yes, I dey watch you now. My name is Sadi Efosa.
Okay.
Also known as Basona First of Kokobioko.
Okay.
You see what they call this Uruguay. Uruguay must win today. That was sure. Uruguay go win today. I'm telling you. So all those gaga where Korea they do initial gaga. But I know say Suarez must league that he has today. You know as they do an as he day back as they score. So he must do it today. So I still follow Uruguay. Uruguay all the way.
Okay,
yeah.
Nothing
Uruguay
to you.
all the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, 69 minutes going to the 70th minute. Still 0-0. Hello.
Hello, Ogechi
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's Edna Francis once again.
Okay, now.
See, the way this game is going, my sister, is not like easy. See, this time around, all these countries, it's not going to be easy. I tell you the truth. Uruguay, I think to win 2-1. I don't even see the score to 2 goals in this match again because this South Korea teams themselves, they're not even giving them any space to do anything. Understand? I don't even think that Uruguay is going to win this match up to 2 goals to 1 or something like that. But my only concern is really Ghana team because I'm just begging Ghana to just win Portugal today. They just try and win the match because if they win, they will just motivate all the teams in Africa that are not winning. Understand? They just make us proud today by winning Portugal today. Okay. But this team, my sister, other people, football days, I tell you.
Thank you. Okay. And of course, it is still goalless. It is still 0-0 in this game. All right, so let's go for the next call. Hello. Are you there? Welcome. Good afternoon.
I greet everyone in the house.
Yes, we greet you too.
I'm not watching the game, but with what is happening in this World Cup, one thing I'm promising all those minor teams is that they will do their best, but I don't think minor countries will win World Cup. That is what I'm waiting to see. But I don't think they can do. So at the end, after all their good work and everything, it's going to end up in the hands of Brazil, Germany, and it feels like a France.
So you're saying the World Cup is still going to end up in the hands of Brazil?
Yes. All those ones we have a good tournament, but at the end, they cannot win World Cup. It's not possible. So all these things is just a wish I got. But I'm happy when a man who challenge. But at the end, the big guys will still go with the first. That is for sure.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing to you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to the next caller. Hello. Welcome to Sports Radio.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
I don't know why you guys beating Ghana. I don't the one that tell us.
No. Yinka said Ghana will shock Portugal. That is what Yinka said. It is FJ that is beefing Ghana.
Hi.
So
me, myself, and I.
Get it right.
It's okay. Ghana will win today. Forget about what.
It is FJ that said Ghana will not win. Yinka said Portugal will be shocked by Ghana.
Ghana will shock everybody today. They will win. They will win very well.
Okay, now.
And today, Korea will beat Uruguay.
Because you are the one that pumped the ball.
You just like shock, Sha.
What will happen to them today?
Your favorite dance must be Shoki.
Someone pass you all the way. Run all the way. I support them.
No wonder. Okay. Thank you, Arsenal fan. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir, welcome.
Hello?
Talk to us. You're here. You're live on Sports Radio Brila FM. What's your name?
Talking about this Ghana no go shock me.
What's your name, sir? Mohammed. Okay.
Mohammed Awal calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, so Awal, they're not go shock them.
For me, Ghana no go shock me. Even if they use electricity or they use solar system, they not go ever shock me. Because I know they
You know ball.
Talking about this South Korea game. I see South Korea winning this game 1-0.
Let's go. All right, no problem. Let's get some match updates, Yinka.
All right, giving you some more match update right here. Let's let you know, 73 minutes on the clock, but then substitutions have been effected, and we'll take a look at those guys that have actually been introduced to bring some fresh of breath in this game. For Suarez, I talked about Suarez being replaced by Edison Cavani and a yellow card issued as well. But for South Korea, Seung-gyu have been introduced has been taken off for Lee Ji-sung. Lee Ji-sung is actually the man to have been substituted, and Seung-gyu coming on in his place on the 75th minute mark. So South Korea have effected the sub there. Yes, they also had a triple sub actually made as well. Sangho, the man who was actually very active in the first half, I talked about him being silent. In the second half has been withdrawn. Lee Kang-in has taken his place as the second of the three substitutions made, and the third man introduced in this particular one right here. Let you know for South Korea, they brought on the third sub. They actually did three. So once again, Lee Ji-sung for Son Yoon-jo, Sangho for Lee Kang-in, and Uijo for Gu Ge-sung. Okay, Gu Cho-sung, Gu Song. That's the third man brought in this particular one. So Uijo out, Sangho out, Lee Ji-sung out, and of course in their places, respectively in that order, Chu Ge-sung, Lee Kang-in, and Song Gun-jo, all on the 75th.
Their names are so rhythmical, you know? You can sing with their names.
Song Hun-jung, Lee Kang-in, Gu Ge-sung. So those are the three players that have been introduced, having fun here with the South Korean name. So three sub made at once for Uruguay, just one. That's Cavani for Suarez. One yellow card so far in this game. But then tracking action and taking a look at minutes as well too. On the 74th minute mark, Paulo Bento prepared the subs, of course, as well at that regard before bringing in these guys. And on the 76th minute mark, Heung-min sent a sweet pass into the penalty area. But then one of the defenders averted the danger so well. It was Diego Godin who stopped Heung-min's pass at that point in time. 76 minutes, Godin, of course, you can make it 77. Uruguay 0, South Korea 0.
Okay. All right. Let's get some more reactions from you guys. Okay. Call us on the numbers 090 40,000 889 090 41,000 889. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon.
My name is Jamilu, calling from Abuja.
All right, Jamilu.
Honestly, this match it looks like it's going to end draw.
Like this, Abi?
Yeah, now so because the Uruguay disappointed bookmakers because they give them a lot of points for them to win the match, but the way they are playing, I don't think they will win this match. Convince winning. So we are watching. The clock is ticking.
Yes, it is, and ticking fast, I must say. Thank you.
Very, very fast.
Yes.
Take good care of yourself.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much, Jamilu. All right, it is 77 minutes, getting close to 80 minutes. In the next couple of minutes, it will be 10 minutes plus left. Hello? Hello? Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, welcome to Sports Radio, Brila FM. What's your name? Okay. Reach us again. We lost your call. Thank you. We'll go to Facebook Live very soon to read some more comments. But let's go for this one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Ogwo. O-G-W-O. Ogwo.
Okay, Ogwo.
Not spoil my papa name.
Okay, Ogwo.
Respect them. Ogwo.
All right. Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon to your
Yinka and FJ.
All right. Yeah, this is Chijioke. This is actually my first time calling.
All right, Chijioke.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Okay. Yeah. In this match, I'm wishing Uruguay all the best. I wish either they win or draw because of my tickets. And again for Africa, man, Africa. I know just know what we call this tournament can do as well. See this tournament start, we never even score goal. And is it a coincidence that even the 3 goals we considered, we are scored by is either contributed or scored by Africans? Because the 2 goals Senegal considered, the first one was Kodikaku. And the Memphis Depay wanted to score before his goal was rebounded. Yeah. And the goal that was scored today was scored by Mbolo. You see, so I don't just understand what they do. Also, we know they get things right. That's why some of these all these our players could just go other countries, go nationalize, go to play better ball for them. Understand? So I just imagine, understand? So what thing I even suggest say whether you go fit, whether it would be possible, we just create like out of these 5 countries where we go fit qualify. We will create like 3 teams out of that 5. Understand? Imagine these 3 teams having Mendy, Onana, and Bunu for their group. Imagine a combination of Saiz and Koulibaly. In the midfield you have Thomas Partey, Ghana, and Sofiane Buffon. Then in attack you have Mane, Mahrez, and Osimhen if Nigeria qualify. That kind of you have 3 strong teams. Just we Africans just unite, and they create 3 strong teams for out of the 5 countries that qualify. Maybe we'll go for, but if it's by a national team, I'm not sure say we will reach semi-final. But they had also, as I go, no matter the kind of coach, even if Pep Guardiola come and coach any country in Africa, I'm not sure they will reach semi-final. So, and again, what I won't ask you, before the emergence of Lewandowski at Poland, there was this Nigerian player that played there, Emmanuel Sadebe. He played 2002. I watched him because I was having this argument with one of my friends here. I told him that there was a Nigerian guy. I know that because I watched a 2002 World Cup. Yes. And Emmanuel Sadebe said before the emergence of Lewandowski, there was a Nigerian guy playing at Poland. He was even a legend at the national team there. So Africa, we need to get things right. If you get things right like this, I know we have talent. But okay, out of 36 countries that is playing this World Cup now, I can count to 6 countries that don't have African ancestry in their team. African players, African-born players in their team. Even up to 6, if I could mention, that don't have. We have talents, but the way we manage our things here, it baffles me. In short, it baffles me. These African, European countries, they can't do without us. So that's my suggestion.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's get some updates, Tinka.
Okay, well, let's let you know that on the 88th minute mark, Cavani and Darwin Nunez combined so well. Nunez was so close to opening the scoring as well. It was a ball that would have been so lovely from outside the 18-yard box, rolled or called that in, but then it was inches wide of the goal post. The goalkeeper of Japan, you can also give him credit, Kim, followed that ball so well, and he had it a bit covered, could have scored, but then, read it so well, and the ball went out of play for a South Korean goal kick at that point in time. It is still Uruguay 0, South Korea 0, 82 minutes on the clock, and this particular game.
Tough one. Anyway, let's quickly read from our Facebook Live, okay? For those of you who are watching us and also communicating and dropping your comments, let's read some of your comments. This one is coming in from Adebisi Abiodun. Says, well done, Brila crew. I want Ghana to be disgraced in this World Cup. Why are you hating? This is Chigo Ziem Anyanwu. Says, this game is going to end a goalless draw. I don't see any goal being scored at all. Ken Ike says, Ghana, up Ghana, up Ghana, up Ghana. Chigo Ziem Anyanwu says South Korea is having festival of 6 kings in their back. And Lawal Lukman says Uruguay will beat South Korea by 1-0. Lawal Lukman from Surulere. Let's go for Chigo Ziem Anyanwu. Okay, I think he dropped that comment earlier. Anyway, let's go for Wafo Raphael. He says, good job, Oge, Yinka, and FJ. Chinedu Emmanuel Uzuebu says, watching and listening to you guys at the same time from Uijo PH. I'm enjoying the program. And Samuel Oladimeji says, this year World Cup song is supposed to be shocky. Everybody they find shock everywhere. And this is Sunny Best. He says, I've missed you guys so much since I left Abuja. For this game, I think that South Korea will win or draw against Uruguay. All right, so it'll be nice to see how it plays out, but let's go to the phone lines. Then we'll get some stats afterwards. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you.
It's called like between Korea and Uruguay.
It's still 0-0.
Go.
Oh, go. Oh, lega. Anyway, let's get some stats, FJ.
Yes, indeed. Sports Amazon so far in the 83rd minute of this encounter in terms of the data, 44% possession for Uruguay, 39% for South Korea, 17% of the time the ball has been in contest. 8 attempts for Uruguay, 4 for Korea, none on target. in this game. So far, so good. Turnovers for the teams, 38 in the defensive half for Uruguay, 36 for Korea Republic. In the middle third, 46 turnovers for Uruguay, 42 for Korea. In terms of duels, 88 apiece, 55% to 45% in terms of the duel success rate. In terms of aerial duel success rate, 56 to 44%. Two successful dribbles apiece. 9 fouls won by Uruguay, 5 fouls won by Korea Republic. 1 offside for Uruguay, none for Korea Republic. 3 corners awarded apiece for the two teams. So far, so good. In terms of yellow cards, 1 for Uruguay, none for Korea. No red cards either, too, as well. 13 tackles for Uruguay, 12 for Korea Republic. 62% tackle success rate for the Uruguayans, 58% for the Koreans. 16 clearances for Uruguay, 13 for Korea. 9 interceptions for Uruguay, 7 for Korea Republic. And in terms of ball recoveries, 45 apiece for the two teams. Percentage recoveries in the attacking half, 9% for Uruguay, 20% for Korea Republic in terms of recoveries. And of course, in terms of shot accuracy, excluding blocked shots, Uruguay have a 17% shot accuracy excluding blocked shots. Korea Republic have 0. 7 key passes for Uruguay, 5 for Korea Republic. So far, so good. And in terms of final third entries, 51 for Korea, 66 for 51 for Uruguay, 66 for Korea. Penalty area entries, 24 for Uruguay, 16 for Korea. 7 total open play crosses for Uruguay, 15 open play crosses for Korea Republic.
All right, so just to remind you not to also forget more coverage of the FIFA World Cup games still coming up. 5 o'clock, of course, the one the rest of Africa has been waiting for, the game between Portugal and Ghana. And the rest of the world also waiting to see if Ronaldo will fall like Messi, talking about his side. Let's see how it goes between Portugal and Ghana. 5 o'clock. Do well to stick around for the coverage of that game. And of course, much later on tonight by 8 p.m. you've got the other game happening in Group G between Brazil and Serbia. But of course, I think we should give you the starting lineup for the next game happening between Portugal and Ghana.
All right, the lineups are out for this particular fixture. Portugal having go Diogo Costa starting goal in this particular game of Portugal. Not Repatricio. Diogo Costa starting goal for them. Yao Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Danilo Pereira, Nuno Mendes, and the quartet formation at the back there. Ruben Neves and William Carvalho, and they have an advanced forward midfield position. Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes behind Ronaldo. Rafael Leao plays from the left side of attack in this particular game. So it's actually 4-2-3-1 formation for Portugal. And for the Black Stars of Ghana, Lawrence Ati, who plays club football in Belgium, starts and goal for the Ghanaian national team. Abdul Babarahman in defense. Mohamed Salisu of Southampton. Daniel Amate. Amate is in the Premier League as well for Leicester. Okay, yeah, they have Tariq Lamptey as well, and that's set up a back line. Thomas Partey, Salisu Abdul Samad in midfield. Andre Dede Ayew. Mohamed Kudus. There's a reason why I did the seemingly ineffectual, except if he will step up today, do something. Jordan, why Jordan Ayew?
Why start?
Why start Jordan Ayew?
He likes Jordan. That's
so Jordan Ayew starts for them. Jordan Ayew is waste of spots. It was so bad that I remember listening to some Ghanaians, and somebody made a statement. They said Jordan Ayew's best position in the Ghana lineup is to be in the stands. For you to know how much of it is pedestal most times.
Waste of space.
Yes. Andre plays with the art. Andre is the serious one. Andre gives his all. Yes. You even if he's not getting it right, you know he's working. Mohamed Kudus apparently is this. With this lineup now, the onus falls or rests on the shoulders of Mohamed Kudus to serve one man up front, Inaki Williams. Inaki Williams top strike for them. The Athletic Bilbao man starts for Ghana in this particular game. So Ghana have as well lined up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. That's what Ghana have also done, similar to what the Ivorians, the Portuguese have done. Inaki Williams top strike for them. Mohamed Kudus. Inaki Williams does not score plenty of goals himself. He doesn't score plenty of goals himself.
That's the problem I have with this Ghana team. Where are the goals going to come from?
If you take off Mohamed Kudus now,
Anyway.
Then you start asking yourself what will happen.
All right,
so that's the lineup.
Yeah,
for
that's the
Ghana Black
lineup
Stars.
for the next game coming up 5 o'clock. Portugal, Ghana. The starting lineup we just served to you. So it's the 89th minute right now, and we are getting close to the end of this game between Uruguay and South Korea. It is still goalless. We've got some match updates.
Absolutely an incredible outside the 18-yard shot, of course, from one man, Valverde, who I did talked about earlier. Released a thunderbolt from outside the 18-yard box that hit the framework of the goalpost and bounced off for a goal kick. That certainly could have been a goal, and is known for this in the Spanish La Liga. Is known for this season. Came close to doing it for Uruguay, but then somehow by the Whiskers, the South Koreans had that not going into the back of the net at that point in time. So it is indeed an opportunity that went out of play. Let's let you know that right after that, South Korea had a chance themselves to score. Poor clearance from the goalkeeper of Uruguay, Rochet. A low ground effort was taken by Heung-min, who quickly decided to just check out and check the standard of the goalkeeper. His attempt on goal, of course, was off target. Could not just get it right. And the intention was to beat the goalkeeper. Then you ask yourself, perhaps should have used the other right side of the goalkeeper, would have been better. He had envisioned the goalkeeper coming to cover the right side, so he sent it back to where it was coming, but the goalkeeper did not fall for that, and he was even there covering, and the ball went out of play at that point. So it is still Uruguay 0, South Korea 0, 90 minutes on the clock already. And it is still no goal yet in this particular game. Goals these days I have to come by, but for the game, Spain, Costa Rica,
it came easy.
Where 7 goals came,
easy.
It's been tough to come by with goals as far as this World Cup is concerned.
Yeah, there was one goalless draw in the last World Cup. We've had 3 already.
Back to back yesterday, 0-0-0-0, and we almost getting another one now.
Yes. And it's been very hard to come by talking about the goals. And of course, we must let you know 7 minutes added time in this encounter. Yes, so we've got 7 minutes and anything can still change for both sides. Anything can change for both sides, positively or negatively. Okay, so let's get some reactions. Let's get some calls. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon. No, good come over.
Yes,
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, FJ, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
The Ghanaian FJ, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Maxwell on the line, the Barcelona first one.
Okay, now.
You see, this man don't wear eyeglass like this, so I have to go wear so. This man don't wear eyeglass, I tell you now. For Ghana, I see the top minus 14 goal difference, 0 points. FJ, remember Ghanaian guy be now minus 14 goal difference. Minus 14 goal difference. So I tell you, minus 14, 0 points. Now I done. I think it's now. I'm a man.
I'm not be Ghanaians. We're not be haters. We're not be haters, I beg. All right, so who has been the man for both sides? Who has been the standout player for Uruguay and also for South Korea?
If I'm to pick the player who has perhaps shown the most for Uruguay, will be Diego Godin. Either him or Jose Maria Gimenez. They've been very stout defensively. They've not allowed anything.
Not seen much of Valverde, though.
Yes, the shot the Yinka Sports just told us about was the first time I saw him in almost half an hour in this game. Both Josema and Godin have been colossals at the back. The two of them, anything that Korea has thrown at them, they've gotten rid of it. Also, good performance as well from the defensive midfielder Rodrigo Bentancur, who has surprised me in this game. I didn't expect him to be this good, but if I were to pick of the 3 of them, I'd pick Godin. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. For Korea Republic, I would sort of lean a bit towards the defense as well. Lean towards Kim Min-jae. I think it's been a game for defenders. We have to give them credit when it is due. I think the goalkeeper for Korea Republic has also been great. Seung-gyu Kim as well, because there's not been many shots on target. So it's a game where there's probably been 1 shot on target. I can't give credit to the strikers or the midfielders. I will give credit to the defenders who have done a great job of keeping the attackers at bay. So for me, Kim Min-jae for Korea Republic and Diego Godin for Uruguay.
All right. How about you, Yinka? The standout players for South Korea and Uruguay?
I will play the one that was replaced as Sangho now is one man I will pick for what he did. Was practically the tormentor in chief in the first half. In-beom my second. And for Uruguay, as far as the game is concerned, who would I even pick for Uruguay? I want to pick for his industry, Nunez. As number one, it's been up there. Darwin Nunez has had a very good game. He may not have scored, but he's troubled them a bit. Marked, he's ensured that they were even marking from up front in this particular encounter.
Okay, all right. So we'll take some more reactions. Let's take some more calls. And, of course, time is winding down. It is on a countdown. Soon, very soon, the whistle will go off to signal the end of the game. Hello. It is still goalless, 0-0. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yes, so good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Mohammed Awal.
All right, Mohammed, let's go.
This South Korea, Uruguay. So now they want to play barring draw for us. This is not encouraging for we with the bookmakers. So at least we bet to win. We know bet to draw. What thing they do us now? You know good at all.
Yes.
For straight draw these days, it is very hard for person to play straight draw. That is why we at least we give them 1.5.
This World Cup is already showing that draws are easy to come by.
But I bet maybe no treat us like that. We won't watch exciting World Cup, not the barring draw World Cup.
This will be the fourth one if it happens.
Fourth draw,
it will be
barring draw.
It will be fourth.
Everything draw soup.
I bet may they help us. At least may our investment go grow.
You are an investor, are you?
Hey, thank you. This way. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to Sports Radio.
Yes, good evening, Ogechukwu.
Yes, it is Ogechukwu Kama.
I agree to you, Passport.
We agree to you.
Yes,
FJ, Padomo to you.
I agree to you.
Yeah, now your group at the top. My name is Sodi Efosa, also known as Barcelona First of Kokobioko.
All right.
So far, so good. They don't bring the 7 minutes extra time now, but you know, say football, and apart from the last whistle, anything can happen. Say what. For me, I still believe that Uruguay can still get the 1 goal.
Yeah.
At least 1-0. 1-0 is okay for me. Okay,
yes,
I agree to that. Domo to you people. Domo.
The whistle should go off any moment. I mean, that's time is far spent already. Another drug game. Okay. Hello.
Good evening, okay.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
This is Ibrahim.
Okay, Ibrahim.
There is one thing I love about this work of the added minutes. I love it. No matter how you waste the time, the referee will add it to you.
Yeah.
And that's a good one. For this game, I think
okay, real quick. Sorry to interrupt you. We've got a bit of updates Inka can provide.
Okay, yeah, I can indeed let you know that at this point in time, what is left is going to be the whistle coming. 7 minutes added. 7 minutes, of course, eclipse a bit already, and a free kick, and it's over. And yes, it ended in a barren draw. Full time, Uruguay 0, South Korea 0.
And that's it. Another draw, the fourth, yes.
Barren draw.
Now, wow.
The two African teams played goalless draw respectively against their opponents. Poland and Mexico goalless, and now another goalless.
Uruguay, South Korea. So full time, it is 0-0, guys. So let's get some reactions, and of course, we'll give you the starting lineup for the next game again very soon. So because we already gave it earlier, but we'll still give it again so you can anticipate. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, welcome.
Good evening. This is Stanley.
Okay, yes. So it's full time. It's 0-0.
Is it full time?
Yeah, so full time. Uruguay 0, South Korea 0.
My dumb boy.
You don't do.
You don't do. I was even hoping that at least they could just feel guy could just pop up at the dying minute, just knock one in.
This South Korea then slick well. Not easy.
When I saw the replay of that Valverde shot that hit the post, man, I got my head down. I was like, this could have been. What's happened? You do something. Man. Shall we go again? 5 o'clock, Abby.
Yes, sir. Next game. That's right. Hopefully, we'll get some goals in that game. Hopefully, we'll enjoy some goals. Yes. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon. Yes, sir.
I greet you, socialist, this afternoon.
I greet you too.
On Intersport.
Yes, so he's greeting you from afar. No worry. FJ is also here.
No worry. FJ also at the close hello.
I greet you, sir.
Yeah. God bless you now for job one at the for us. I think Papa God will continue to give us more strength.
Amen.
This is my main man, Dr. Dila Dennis Market, the place of Manchester and Atara Madrid.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about of this game that just ended now between Uruguay and South Korea. I think they try to side themselves. You know, so now we're Cameroon supposed to do that time. They get chances. They just lose their chances and allow the opponent to get opportunity and score the goal. And now, to tell us, Ghana, Cameroon go to the World Cup. Now, I think that's the World Cup. Huh? To say Cameroon go to the World Cup. Now, I think that's the World Cup. And talking about Portugal and Ghana coming up, I think I want to wish Portugal the best. Let them chop Ghana like they chop Kwakwa and Devino. You hear me so? Chop them very well so that when they see you, they'll be afraid of you. You know? I think I wish Portugal the best today. Go out there. I beg and I want people to go to that lineup again. Because I know you.
Yes, we'll give that to you very soon. I already mentioned we'll give that to you. Anyway, FJ, kindly give us run the update, the lineup again for the game between Portugal and Ghana. You did say they will chop 4-0. Why? Because we chop 4-0. You want them to chop 4-0?
No, probably because I don't know. It was just the first scoreline that dropped in my mouth. No bile to Ghana. I've just tried to look at the team, looked at where the goals will come from. I simply can't see. And if what Portugal did against Nigeria was anything to go by, you know that these guys are not joking. They are not playing around. They didn't come to. I mean, people are talking as though there's a way this team works, that because Messi did not win, Ronaldo will not win.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It does not have any meaning. If Ronaldo win, he will win. None here. But as far as I'm concerned, looking at what Portugal have lined up, the starting lineup that Yinka Sports rolled out to us, I would say that, and I will roll out again. I mean, it looks a bit like Ghana are looking to just come and defend. The starting lineups again. For Portugal, Diego Mireles da Costa is in goal. It's a back four of João Pedro Cavaco Cancelo, Rafael Adenilo Jose Guerrero at left back, Ruben dos Santos, Gato Alves Diaz as Ruben Diaz. He's joined by Danilo Luis Elio Pereira in defense. That's the back four: Pereira, Cancelo, Guerrero, and Diaz. In midfield, it's four players, I beg your pardon. Ruben Diogo da Silva Neves, Bruno Miguel Borges Fernandes, as well as Bernardo Mota Veiga de Carvalho e Silva. He's joined by Otavio Edmilson da Silva Monteiro. So it's Otavio, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, and Ruben Neves in midfield. And up front, João Felix Sequeira and Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. Those are the two players up front for Portugal. They're playing a 4-4-2 diamond, it appears here. For the substitutes bench, they've got the regular suspects, but I'll go to the Ghanaian lineup for Ghanaians who are keen to know who will start for their team in this game. Lawrence Atizigi is in goal for the Black Stars, and it's a back five for Ghana. Alidou Seydou is joined by Abdul Rahman Baba, Mohamed Salisu Abdul Karim, Daniel Amate, and Alexander Kwabena Baidu Juku. So it's Jiku, Amate, Salisu, Baba Rahman, and Seydou. Seydou at right back, Baba Rahman at left back, and you've got the three centre-backs in Salisu, Amate, and Jiku. In midfield, Mohamed Kudus is joined by Thomas Teye Pate, Salis Abdul Samed, who comes in ironically for Jordan Ayew. Whatever it is that is wrong with Jordan Ayew in the last 15 minutes, I don't know. But he's been taking off the starting lineup now, and it's been replaced by Salis Abdul Samid. And Andre Morgan Ramiayu joins them in midfield. Up top, it's Iñaki Arthur Danis Williams up front for the Black Stars of Ghana. So it's Ghana, it's Portugal there. And of course, I'll be giving you this bench players as well as far as the two teams are concerned for Portugal and for Ghana. That game will kick off in no time. And for the substitutes for the two teams, give me a bit of a moment on that one there as far as the substitutes are concerned. But it's 4-3-3 Ghana, 4-3-3 Portugal, 5-4-1 for Ghana as well. Andre Silva, Antonio Silva, who debuted against the Super Eagles and wiped the floor with the Super Eagles last week, is on the bench. William Carvalho, Diogo Dalot, Ricardo Horta, João Mario, José Sá, Rafael Leao, Matheus Nunes, João Palhinha, Rui Patricio, Pepe, Gonzalo Ramos and Vitinha, all on the bench for Portugal. What about for Ghana? Daniel Afriye, Joseph Vaidu, Jordan Ayew, Osman Bukari, Ibrahim Danlad, Abdul Fattah Ishaku is joined by Daniel Kofi Tre, Tariq Lamte, Gideon Mensah, Abdul Manaf Mouroudine, Dennis Odoi, Elijah Owusu, Antoine Semenyo, Kamil Soa, as well as Kamaldeen Sulemana. Those are the substitutes for Ghana there against Portugal. Interesting to see what will unfold in that game.
All right, it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds, to be honest. And don't forget that we have our man right there in Qatar. He's going to be giving us some in-swingers, talking about Toby Adekboju. All right, so let's quickly